Hey guys, Megan here with Sweet Tea Travel. Today I'm going to go over my best tips with taking young kids to Disney. My tip number one is to take Ziplocks, empty Ziplocks in your backpack to the parks. Reason for is my kids love the big lollipops or anything. If you have popcorn, little like pretzel snacks or cookies or something like that, and they don't finish them by the time you get to the front of the line, stick them in a Ziploc, stick them in your backpack, and then they can continue to enjoy that after the ride instead of having to throw away money spent, right? So we love these. We always take tons of Ziplocs every single day. Secondly, you know that it rains a lot in Florida, right? And if you've been before, you know that Disney sells these clear or yellow ponchos with Mickey on the front. The reason I don't like those is because of, one, the price. Secondly, after it rains, you basically have to wad up or fold a wet poncho and stick it back in your bag. I don't like that. I go on Amazon and I basically buy throwaway ponchos. They're just completely clear, folded up in these little plastic squares, and they're super, you see how flat they are. So I usually pack 4 because there's 4 people in my family in the backpack every day. So that if it rains on us, when the rain is done, we could throw them away. I'm not worried about saving them for the next day and carrying around wet stuff, especially in the heat. Don't like that. My third tip is to have extra socks and masks in your backpack. And I would do this for everybody. Everybody in my family gets an extra pair of socks, and everybody in my family brings an extra mask. How cute is this mini one? Matches my ears today. So the reason for that is because, one, the heat, and if you're gonna feet sweat or something like that, or if you go on a water ride and your feet and socks and shoes get wet, you're gonna wanna change that out the way you don't get blisters, or God forbid your kids get blisters and it ruins the day, right? And so it's the same concept with masks. If you sweat or get wet or drink food, anything happens to them, you have a backup, right? Because you're gonna need it, or you'll have to get a little paper one from Disney. It's not going to be fun. So always bring backups of those, at least for now until this whole COVID thing is done, right? Next, I want to go over the rider switch program. This is my tip number 4, and this is honestly my favorite thing. I don't know why people don't use it, stuff like that. Maybe you don't have heard of it, but here it is. It is basically a Fastpass program for families who have somebody who cannot ride certain rides. These are for the height requirement rides. So for instance, we have a family of 4. We have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. My 2-year-old cannot ride as many rides as my 4-year-old wants to, especially now that she's getting more adventurous. So for instance, on Space Mountain, we can go up to the front of the gate where you get in line and where the cast member is, and we could tell them we want to do the rider switch program. What they will do is we will get a fast pass for my 4-year-old daughter and for, we'll just say, my husband in this instance, right? We'll get a fast pass for them too. After we get the fast pass, my 4-year-old daughter and I will go and wait in line for that. After we go through the line and ride the ride, then my daughter and my husband will get to go on the fast pass lane and not have to wait in line to ride the ride. So the reason for this is so that me and my husband both get to ride the ride. But secondly, what I think a lot of people miss out on the advantage is my 4-year-old gets to ride the ride twice and only having to wait in line one time. This is gold, right? Because especially for kids that are younger, they don't understand the concept that you waited 30 minutes in line for this, and after you just ride it, you're not going to wait 30 minutes in line for it again. And they always want to ride stuff more than once. So this is great. Take advantage of it. It's in all 4 theme parks at Walt Disney World. And it's also at Disneyland when it opens and it does that, right? But take advantage of what you can now. That way your kids get to ride it multiple times. You and your husband get to ride it. And you only have to wait in line once. It's great. More people should use this, right? My last tip is for using the restroom in lines, right? So for instance, if you have somebody that you're potty training, right? A young kid that you're potty training, Disney is very accommodating for stuff like that. There have been times where we have waited in lines for shows, took them to potty before we went in line, got to the front of the line, it's now our turn, and now they have to go potty, right? If you tell a Disney cast member what's going on, that you need to rush them to the restroom, this and that, they have been super accommodating every single time, and they've let us get out of line, go to use the restroom, and we're first in line when we come back. This happened every single time. Every show we need to go to where we're like about to go get in our seats, we have to go do the restroom thing. It's potty training time. Got to do it right then when they say, right? You just go, just let them know what's going on. They let you go to the restroom and they let you come back. They're super family oriented and accommodating in this way. So just take advantage, just let them know what's going on. And it's not something to stress about. That was my 5 tips. I hope you loved them. Real quick, 2 other tips, right? Look at this backpack. It is a Petunia pickle bottom backpack. And honestly, it's a diaper bag, right? But I'm probably gonna use it forever. The reason I love it is because 1, it's canvas waterproof because of all the rain, right? And it has so many pockets. On the inside, the outside, it's got drink pockets, hidden pocket in the back, padded straps, and it's cute Disney. So cute. Ooh, another thing, now that I'm looking at it in my ears, right? Disney has started selling basically super comfy ears. So I actually got this at the Disney store, not at Disney World, right? Oh no, it's getting caught in my hair. But look, you basically, I don't know if y'all could see this, but it Velcros back, right? So it's a lot more comfortable than the regular headband one now. It's super soft and flexible. And honestly, I got it for sale at the Disney store for $7. So keep an eye out for that. Extra tip. Hope you loved it. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. You can always connect with us on Facebook or at sweetteatravel.com. We'd love to book your next Disney vacation. Thanks, guys. See you soon.